So welcome back to the next episode of What's YouTubers. Sorry I got muted. So today we're talking about David's Farm. Now I don't know much about David's Farm. I found this chat. I don't know if this is his channel. It says video archive. I don't know if that's his channel, but anyway, I have a video of David's Farm. This is by Savage. I know I'm showing Savage as well, but he's the only one that has one on David's Farm. So let's get into it. That's the background. I show you YouTube channel, so you probably think about where I'm. So let's get into the video now.
David Rock was a Canadian YouTuber who operated under the name David's Farm. As the name of the channel suggests, he would film videos showing his daily life working on his London, Ontario farm. He would also post more outlandish stunt-style videos from time to time, which definitely helped him gain attention in the early days of YouTube, to the point where he was actually one of the most popular YouTubers in Canada at the time. This was especially impressive when you remember that he was much older than the big stars of the time, such as Shane Dawson, Smosh, and Fred. So a YouTuber who appeared to be in his late 40s, gaining a following on a site that was, and more or less still is, dominated by teens and people in their early 20s, was certainly unexpected. His channel grew fast and became highly profitable for him. At one point, he apparently was making anywhere from $11,000 to $16,000 a month from his videos. Of course, like all famous YouTubers, viewers became curious as to what David had been doing prior to his fame on the internet, and naturally began searching for information. Unfortunately, what they found in 2010 would be far more disturbing than what they had been expecting. In 1991, David was arrested for producing CP and also for having harmed at least one child. In total, David pleaded guilty to 7 charges and spent 1 year in prison. Upon the information of David's past being made public, many of his subscribers were naturally disgusted to learn that the man who they'd been watching and supporting was, in fact, a convicted sex offender. David attempted to defend his actions, saying that he was suffering from manic depression at the time of the crimes and that he had served his time and paid his debt to society. Several months later, YouTube would terminate his channel for violating community guidelines, though he made another channel only days later, and this channel quickly grew. Shockingly, this would not be the peak of David's infamy on the internet, as 2 years later, he would once again find himself in the news. In 2012, David was once again arrested for possessing CP, though he claimed that these were just nudist videos and that there was no sexual content in the videos at all. In a 16:9 documentary made earlier that year, David claimed he was not a predator and instead referred to himself as a, quote, voyeur, and added that he had enough money to pay his victims to shut up if he was really a predator.
Are you a sexual predator?
I absolutely say no. Don't call me a pedophile. Don't call me all those things. Call me a voyeur. That was what was wrong with me. I've been clean for 20 years. I wasn't doing this stuff all along. I hang out with women. I mean, this is why I have children. I like, it's women I'm after, not children. I have lots of money. If I wanted to exploit children, I could certainly pay them and pay them to shut up or pay them to do whatever I wanted.
Not long after his arrest, his second channel was terminated for a copyright violation. I couldn't find any information on whether or not David went to prison in 2012 or for how long, but this would not be his final run-in with the law. In 2016, David was arrested after the authorities once again found inappropriate pictures of children on his property, this time being hidden under the rug in his barn. Having seemingly run out of excuses, David showed no remorse for his actions and pleaded guilty to the charges, which saw him sentenced to 9 months in prison. You'd think this would spell the end of David's time on the internet, but as of this video, he has once again returned to YouTube, although his views are nowhere near what they once were, implying that the vast majority of his old fans have either forgotten about him or don't want to support him. I personally am shocked that he's even on YouTube at all at this point. Many will say that he doesn't deserve his criticism because he's, quote, served his time. The problem with that is he's served his time at least twice for the same very serious offense, not to mention he's shown zero remorse for what he's done. I can't imagine he'll ever reach the same heights he did well over a decade ago, and that he'll eventually fade into obscurity and just be another memory on this website, which, honestly, is what he deserves at this point.
So who else am I now? I don't know where he's now. I found that I know that's his actual channel, Final Thoughts. I learned anything about DavidsFarm. I found about this on Savage videos. So that's pretty much it. Of the way he did, I can't find his YouTube channel anywhere, so that's pretty much what I've said about DavidsFarm. But yes, guys, I'm going to my videos. Nice and bye.